Oh, yeah!
And we start each show with the word of the night.
Tonight's word is all day.
Well, all day is the word, and the show started with none other than Seth Rollins coming down to the ring to cut a promo. He talked about his U.S. Open Challenge last week, and then he goes on to tell us about how people were coming out of the woodwork for his U.S. Open Challenge, and said that he now holds the top prize on Monday nights. Like, the U.S. Championship is the title to go after on Monday Night Raw. And that's when we find out he's facing Finn Balor later tonight. But that's when Bobby Lashley comes out making his claim to the U.S. Championship himself. And Seth tells him he had his chance, but he decided to try to take his soul from his body instead. And Mustafa Ali comes out with a referee in tow. And Bobby tells Mustafa Ali to get out of here before he hurts him. And Ali goes to attack him, and this sets up our first match of the night. But, Rob, what do you want to tell us about this segment here?
Well, first and foremost, let's get the most important thing out of the way tonight. We are going to break the scale with the Seth Rollins suit rating. It is out of 10, folks. But when I tell you, we're going to have a record tonight of a 9.86. Seth was looking good tonight, looking like a styrofoam cup from a 90s cafeteria. Sunglasses fit perfectly. I loved every ounce of it. Now, as for the promo itself, I loved it. We were talking about this a while ago. If Roman's going to hold both titles and he's really not going to be on Raw, making the U.S. title a premier title to be on that show, A, is necessary, but also B, they're putting top players on it. It's not just some guys, and C, they're featuring it as a big deal every single week. So it's not something that's kind of put on the back burner, that will pop up every few weeks. It's on the beginning of the show. It's on the end of the show. It's sometimes getting thrown in the middle, even when we're going to have it at the beginning and the end. And then last but not least for this part, Bobby Lashley, to right now, he's looking like the biggest monster he's looked since he was in TNA, which is awesome. The only thing I will say for him is I don't do insults, Bobby. Just say what you're going to do to someone, because your insults come across really weird, like calling, I don't know, what did he say about Raw, or about Theory calling him a little selfie boy into a punchline or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really bad. So I don't know if he comes up with his own on that or he gets fed those lines, but Lashley, just be a badass. That's all you got to do. Be like Lesnar. You don't need to talk much. Just right now you're a monster and you look great. So just do that. So, but no, this was a fun way to open the show. Mustafa Ali going to come out with the ref and try, be his little pit bull self again. Try to get in the action. And so I'll let you kind of talk about the match here as we go into it. But he, every time I see Bobby Lashley since probably the whole Lesnar feud started, he has just become a little bit more inching towards that monster superstar, little bit. So I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, Bobby working big time heel status here, and Seth Rollins almost looking like a babyface in this promo.
Is our top babyface on Raw right now.
Well, let's get to our match, which is Bobby Lashley versus Mustafa Ali. And during this match, at the beginning, Ali went after Lashley, and Bobby just started throwing him around the outside of the ring, smacking him into the ring post. Once again, I mean, we see this spot every time these two get together. He tosses him over the announcer's desk, and they finally get back into the ring. Bobby just toys with him. Corey Graves even says on commentary that it's like an animal playing with his food. Ali stays persistent and hits a nice tornado DDT, but Lashley hits the spear and then locks in the hurt lock. Mustafa Ali fades out. The almighty Bobby Lashley gets the win. What do you think about this match?
Love the match. Mustafa Ali, to me, right now, he's been kind of a dress down for most part. It's just kind of like a pissant in the way of Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins kind of way. So, but he bumps like great for that, which I love so much. I really enjoyed just Lashley dominating the entire time. Sometimes when you have the David Goliath thing, David gets way too much offense. Not the case in this one. As much as I like Mustafa Ali, he's a great worker. I think he's a very critical person for the roster. Right now, it's about Lashley and let Lashley look like a monster. And then I like the ending too, where Mustafa Ali doesn't give up. The ref calls it. He passed out from the pain. So Mustafa Ali doing his best Stone Cold WrestleMania 13 impression. I would put that on the same level.
Like you said, him being a pissant in the way here, that's a callback to Mustafa Ali a couple of weeks ago telling Seth Rollins, like, I'm going to be your next big freaking problem. And, I mean, the last few weeks since then, like, Mustafa Ali has been in the picture. Not a bad match here. Definitely a good spot for Bobby just to showcase his tremendous power. And I really like how Ali fades out instead of tapping out. Like that's
that's what I was saying. It was Austin. It was reminiscent of Austin. I put it on the same level. I think we're gonna get the new version of the Rattlesnake here coming up with Mustafa Ali and Triple H. They're gonna be the new feud of the future that's gonna lead them into the new Attitude Era. It all starts here.
Thank you for listening to Cream of the Crop Wrestling. You can embrace the madness by finding us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cream of the Crop Wrestling. Follow us on Twitter at Cream of the Crop W. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by typing Cream of the Crop Wrestling in the search bar. Have fun with us on TikTok at Cream of the Crop Wrestling. And you can always find full episodes of the podcast wherever podcasts are found.
Nothing means nothing.
Nothing means nothing. What do you mean by that?
More, I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. You know that I'm the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better. Oh yeah.